Feel like for some people this haircut says 90s teen heartthrob. For me it says I'm not allowed within a certain distance of playgrounds. Welcome back to another weekly roundup of cloud gaming news brought to you by yours truly. If you want to stay up to date with all the latest in cloud gaming, remember to subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and if you enjoy the video, maybe leave it a like, it helps out the channel a lot. But for now, let's jump into the news. First up, we have an update on the available systems on which you can play GeForce Now. It's not iOS, don't be silly. Yes, this week we've had reports that GeForce Now is available on Chromebooks. Kind of. According to Chrome Unboxed, who were doing some testing of a new Chromebook and repeating a test they'd previously done, which included side-loading the SDK of GeForce Now onto the Chromebook, they came across the official GeForce Now application available in the Play Store for Chrome OS. So this is especially surprising basically because Nvidia has said nothing about this, there was no announcement, there was no blog post to say that they're upping the support. So I'll link to their full article in the description down below, but essentially they gave this application a test, even if it was supported, unsupported, gave it a go, and it turns out the gameplay was average, pretty good. Essentially they said the performance doesn't quite match up to how the performance is of GeForce Now on like the mobile phone application, for example, but still it 100% outperforms their previous tests of sideloading the SDK. With them going on to say, the issue lies somewhere in the UI layer that converts Chrome OS mouse activities into Android ones. And that was essentially what was causing delays in their play experience. However, if you're a Chromebook user and you're about to jump onto the Play Store to give this a try, here's the catch.
All right, come on, what's the catch?
It looks like the application is only available for Chromebooks which are running ARM-based CPUs, and any Chromebooks which are using Intel CPUs, the application just isn't there. So at this point, it's unclear if the application showing up specifically for ARM-based Chromebooks is just a happy accident, or if Nvidia is quietly and iteratively pushing out the platform to more and more devices. That last point is a little bit strange, essentially because previously the understanding was that GeForce Now would be supported for Chromebooks using the web browser, using WebRTC, essentially offering an experience similar to Google Stadia. So for now it's unclear if they've given up on that idea and are officially going the application support route, or if, as we said, this is just a happy accident. So I'm going to pass a question off to you. In your experience, how would you rather access a service like this through an official application or in a web browser? Let me know in those comments down below. In more GeForce Now news, we previously said we're at the time of year where a lot of companies are having financial calls, releasing some figures, and we got some figures from Nvidia on GeForce Now. So on Thursday, they announced that the service currently has 2 million users, and that's up from a recorded 1 million back in February 2020 when the service officially went from beta into production. Quite obviously, a big factor in this, not just for GeForce Now, but literally any gaming platform right now is, you know, the thing that keeps us from leaving the house. With GeForce Now's chief financial officer stating, just launching in February, GeForce Now has added 2 million users around the world with both signups and gameplay boosted by stay-at-home measures. Globally, we've seen a 50% rise in gaming hours played on our GeForce Now platform, driven both by more people playing and more gameplay per user.
I gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
So it looks like the service is getting some good use, despite the removal of games, with some publishers opting out, with them specifically stating on the call that they currently have access to 650 games, with another 1,500 games to be added in the future. Next in Stadia news, and one for fans of the Serious Sam series. Serious Sam series. Nailed it. We had the announcement this week that the 4th installment in the series would be coming to Stadia as a timed exclusive, but to PC as well. So exclusive is a strong word.
Liar!
Yes, although we've seen exclusives to Stadia recently like Get Packed and Lost Words, these are notably indie and party style games, so this will be the first, not AAA title, but notable title to be an exclusive on Google Stadia. So as we stated, this is a timed exclusive, with Devolver Digital saying that Serious Sam 4 will come to Stadia and the PC first via Steam, in August this year, August 2020, with it coming to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox in 2021. So this did upset some fans, notably the console players, who had been looking forward to the 4th installment of the game and have now come to find that they won't be receiving it until 2021. But in my opinion, is actually a very good business move for Google to kind of break away from just these indie style games, in a move which I just imagine involved offering Devolver a big chunk of Google money to make it an exclusive on their platform for a limited amount of time. With PC too. So if you're a Serious Sam fan, that's also hard to say, Let me know what you think of this move in the comments down below. So while we're on the note of Google Stadia, this is your friendly reminder that if you jumped on that 2-month free trial for Stadia Pro when it was first announced back in April, that trial is quickly coming to an end. Sometime at the start of June, you will automatically be moved over to the Stadia Pro subscription, which does involve giving Google $9.99 a month. So if you've been unimpressed with the service thus far, this is your friendly reminder to cancel.
I'm in danger!
Just to note, if you do cancel your Stadia Pro subscription and revert to the free tier, I believe I'd previously said that you would keep access to the Stadia Pro content. I was wrong.
I'm sorry.
But looking at the free trial terms and conditions from Stadia, it specifically states, if you cancel your Stadia Pro subscription, you will lose access to any free games and add-ons claimed with Stadia Pro. You will not lose access to games you purchase or add-ons you purchased for those games. So if you spent money during your free trial of Stadia Pro, whatever you've spent that money on, you get to keep. But that Stadia Pro content and even access to things like PUBG, which is specifically for Stadia Pro subscribers, you will lose access to by reverting to the free tier. And one final note, if you haven't signed up yet to that 2-month free trial of Stadia Pro, we've had word from Stadia this week that that 2-month free trial offer will be coming to an end on the 3rd of June. So if you haven't claimed that by the 3rd of June, it will be replaced with a similar free trial offer, but only for 1 month. So yeah, just a warning, you've got a limited amount of time if you haven't jumped on that yet to try it for a full 2 months, but I won't be reminding you in 2 months' time to cancel it because that's just too much work for me. So put it in your calendar or something. Or maybe you want to stay on board. I don't know. Moving on to some very quick Shadow news, and there's not a lot to report this week with activations for both the US and EU ticking along nicely. We did get details of one bug fix, which I've seen people complain about in the past, so I thought it was worth mentioning, and that is specifically the stay logged in tick box on the start screen of the Shadow application, and how it famously did not keep you logged in. This meaning that every time users started the Shadow application, they would have to re-enter their username and password, which is, let's be honest, it's keeping you from the games. So we have had confirmation that that has now been fixed and it will keep you logged in, with a special note for Mac users that in order for this feature to work, the Shadow application will need access to Keychain within Mac OS so that it can grab those login credentials. And then finally, just a cryptic hint at a tool or a feature which may be upcoming, with Shadow stating that they will be looking to be, quote, providing more clarity and visibility surrounding activations. So no word as of yet of what that would actually look like, but of course, as soon as we know, we'll be reporting it on the channel here, so be sure you are subscribed with notifications turned on. And that's actually all I've got for you this week. A little bit shorter this week, which is fine for me. Less editing. We have a bank holiday here in England, and I'm gonna try and, you know, see the sun. Might be nice. I hear good things. But with that being said, if you enjoyed the video or found it somewhat helpful, a like rating would be appreciated. If you have not already, remember to subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications. It really does help me out. Stay safe out there, and as always, I shall see you in the next one.